Hey all, I'm divorce and family law attorney Kyle Scoresby, and this video is about child support modifications in Arizona. So, interesting thing here is that people often wonder, well, how does a child support modification work? And if I had a child that, became an adult, a year ago, can I go retroactively and modify the child support? One of the most important things to remember in child support modification cases in Arizona is there are no retroactive modifications. This is really important if you've got, say, two or three children and the oldest of the two or three is graduating, but then you still have a couple that are still minors. That child support obligation is not going to modify itself. So if you're ordered to pay $1,500 a month, you have three kids and one graduates high school, it does not automatically reduce by 1/3, say to $1,000 a month. A lot of people mistakenly think that as children get older and emancipate and drop off, that the child support obligation automatically reduces. That is not the case. So in Arizona, a big thing to keep in mind is that child support modifications are based on changes in circumstances. So one I just talked about was when you have multiple children and one emancipates, that's a change in circumstances. But most commonly, I think some of the changes we're talking about are income changes. People's incomes are changing all the time. So as incomes change, the correct amount of child support also changes. So you can watch my other videos on my blog post and in my website about child support calculations in general. So you'll know that incomes are a very important part of determining the amount of child support. So when incomes change, when the cost of medical insurance changes, if the parenting time schedule changes, any of those variables could result in a change in child support. So if in your situation, you have had some changes in financial circumstances since your original child support order was entered, it's probably time to do an update, kind of an evaluation to see whether a modification would be appropriate. Particularly if you have a child graduating high school or a child that already has, we've got to get that petition to modify filed with the court right away. You can only get a modification effective the first day of the month after you file the motion to modify, so don't delay. If you think you're entitled to a modification, give our office a call and let's meet and discuss that.